just before the video starts, make sure you go and check out my website, ystech.org. This is the place where you're going to be finding the latest news and everything great in technology, from reviews to tutorials and much more. So make sure you go check it out in the description, ystech.org. I'll see you there. Hey guys, it is Wise from Tech here, and today we're going to be looking at this mouse pad we have here. Now to be honest, I kind of accidentally forgot to not make a video this week, so we're going to be looking at this mouse pad right here. So this one is a Playmax mouse pad from the warehouse in New Zealand. You can purchase this guy for about $15 New Zealand. It's quite a big mouse pad. I'll get my ruler in a second, we'll check how big it is, but it's pretty well worth it for the price in my opinion. Now I'm not rocking Jump Ninja or anything like that. I'm not a professional player or anything like that, but for ordinary work on the computer, this guy's actually quite good. Now you can see my mouse pad's quite dirty here, and I'll show you guys how it cleans up pretty easily. And it's pretty high quality in terms that the stitching is actually quite nice. It doesn't come undone, only in one place down here. One place here does it actually come off a little bit, but other than that, the logo stayed quite nicely. I've had this guy for about 2 years now, and I definitely say it's worth it, especially if you're on a budget and you just need something to pick up quickly, because 2 years ago my mousepad just randomly started tearing off, and it got really hard to use and it got really stiff, so my mouse wasn't able to move properly on it. So as you can see here, I've got the Logitech G305, I believe. Yep, the wireless one. So it moves quite nicely here, if you can see that. It's super easy to move, it's nice and big, so you can make big mouse movements if you're a low DPI gamer for some reason, but I'm quite a high DPI player because I play League of Legends and stuff like that. But it's definitely really good for some FPS titles, if you need to make fast movements or anything like that. It tracks quite well. Unfortunately my desk here has a bump in it, so it has a little bit of a bump here right now, but when it's on a flat surface, it's amazing. It tracks quite nicely, especially if you're casual or you just play some ranked in League of Legends or something like that. It's going to be suit you pretty well, especially for the price. Let me grab my ruler and I'll show you guys how big this guy is. So I've got my ruler here, and that's 30 centimeters to there, and I probably said it's another 5, so right about here, so it's about, let me do that again. So this is about 37 centimeters across, and let me measure it downwards. Vertically, that is 29 centimeters down, or vertically. So it's 37 by 29 centimeters, which is actually quite big. Let me just show you the full length, corner to corner. It's 30 to there. So 48 centimeters across. So that's about 48 centimeters total. Definitely a big mouse pad, especially for the price that you can buy in New Zealand. Now, obviously you can probably buy something bigger off Trademe or something like Aliexpress, but unfortunately in lockdown you can't really purchase stuff like that right now, and that's just because lockdown and all of that. So unfortunately this is going to be probably one of the better things you'll be able to get. I'm not sure if it's an essential item on the warehouse, but I'm pretty sure you'll be able to pick this guy up after if you can. Now the mouse pad is quite thick, it doesn't shift at all, and it's super easy to clean. I'll grab a wet wipe up soon, I'll show you guys how easy this guy is. Now I never personally thrown it in the washing machine, but I probably wouldn't recommend that, considering the stitching on the side will probably fray after a while, so that's not too good. Probably don't do that, but I think just a general clean, the wet wipes, just to take the dirt off. As you can see, this is just sweat, and it's just stained on there, so you can draw random stuff, which is not very good. It shows how dirty the mouse pad is. Now mine's definitely in need of a clean. That's just because I use it so much. I literally use it every day. And yeah, if you're going to be using a mouse, I definitely recommend something like a mouse pad. It's a lot easier to use your mouse, and you don't scrape the feet so much, so it doesn't damage the mouse. Yeah, no, you can see my G305 is tracking along here quite nicely. I'll show you guys some game footage in a second, but yeah, I think overall it's pretty decent for the price, $15. Especially if you can't get anything else at the time. Now, I'm not too experienced with mouses at all. I'm not an enthusiast or anything like that. I'm just giving my general view on this mouse pad. And for an average person, it'd probably be pretty good. But yeah, well, you should check it out. And I mean, if you don't like it, the warehouse has a pretty good returns policy as well. But let me go show you guys how this guy cleans up quite nicely. So I'll be right back, 1 second. Alright, so I'm just going to move my mouse off to the side there. And all I've done is I've just got a wet towel and I'm just going to wipe it off. Unfortunately, I didn't have any wet wipes on me. And that's because wet wipes are a bit of a premium right now. And so you can see I'm just wiping it off. It's not really effective, but you can see the gunk is kind of coming off. Soapy water will usually do the trick, but I don't really have time to do that right now. I'm just showing you guys how easy this guy is to clean. So I'm just going to turn my mouse up over here and wipe this guy down. You can see all that nasty gunk coming off. Now this ain't going to do the clean. To be honest, the washing machine is going to be the best option, or warm or hot soapy water, and then you have to rinse it off again. But I'm just doing this for demonstration. I'm just going to wipe it with the dry side now. Let's see how that turns out. Actually, not too bad, considering it was just cold water. It would have done a lot better with wet wipes, but unfortunately, yeah. Now, as you can see here, it's wiped off pretty nicely. Not too bad at all. It's still a little bit dirty, but I just need some warm, hot soapy water, or warm or hot soapy water, and then you have to rinse it off after. It's still a little bit wet now, but it should be all good to use. Just wait for it to dry off, and it will have its normal slipperiness back. And now it's not too slippery for the mouse. It's got a little bit of water on it right now, so not the best movement, but after it dries off, it's before I was showing you guys how slick it is. It's pretty nice to move the mouse on. It's nice and smooth. There's not real inconsistencies in this mouse pad. It's made pretty nicely with this material here. So the Playmax one, I give this guy probably a solid 7 out of 10. Considering price and what it offers for you, it's nice and black. Nothing too fancy with LEDs or stuff, but I think LEDs are a bit stupid. Especially on a mouse pad or a keyboard, because I mean, if you're looking at down at your keyboard, I don't know what you're doing, man. You probably don't know how to touch type, or if you're looking at your mouse constantly, it's just a bit weird. You should be looking at your screen. Yeah, so honestly, I think for the money, it's definitely worth it. And if you guys can afford something better, maybe go for it. I know Lioness Tech Tips has some pretty good videos on mouse pads from Edsel when he made them back in the day, but they're a little bit outdated. But I'm not sure if Rocket Jump Ninja does these mousepad reviews anymore, but I'm pretty sure he would. He's quite a good mouse reviewer. He's definitely where I picked up this G305 to buy, because I'm on a tight budget for a mouse at the time, because I was using the G303 from before and it broke, so I needed something to replace it, and this guy looked like a pretty good option, and it's wireless and the battery lasts quite a long time with a AAA in there to make it a little bit lighter. Now yeah, it's definitely a good pickup, and I definitely recommend you guys to buy it. Now I'll just show you guys some gameplay with it probably, and that will just be a few seconds, and I'll just cut the video again, and maybe you guys see me playing the games. Okay, so I'm just going to load up into a game of League of Legends here. Now, I've got my thing clocked at 30 FPS on my OBS, so I'm not sure why, but let me get my mouse showing up there, and you guys can see it now. So I'm just going to get League of Legends up here, and we're going to play some Ari. I'm holding my microphone in my hand, so I won't be able to press any of the buttons, so just bear with me. You can see how the mouse tracks. See now, fortunately I just put some water on this guy, so it's not completely dry, so the mouse is a little bit hard to move, but when it's nice and dry, as I showed you guys before, it's super easy to move, and it's super easy to glide around. Now you guys can see here, I've got the Playmax mouse pad here, right here on the warehouse's website, while League of Legends loads up. So you guys can see that right there. So let me just go back into that and show you guys that. So here it's $15. It's the Surface X1, the one that I have. It's pretty decent for the price. Maybe wait for it to become $10, but yeah, I'd probably recommend it to you guys if you're Kiwi and you want to buy something really quick. Definitely a good mouse pad for the money, and yeah. And also shout out to Rocket Drum Ninja. He definitely recommended me for this mouse, not this mouse pad, but this mouse. He's definitely well worth it if you want to find your best mouse or your mouse pad. This is just a general review on this mouse pad here. So let me just minimize this, and I've got already loaded up here, so you guys can see that I'm moving around, a bit laggy. I'm not sure why my internet's not too good here, but if you guys can see that I'm moving around. Ooh, feels like I had my DPI too low, so my sensitivity wasn't high enough. So yeah, there you go. It looks like I'm able to move around quite nicely. Scrolling easy, it's super easy to move around. I usually only use half to 3/4 of this mouse pad. In League of Legends, I'm not going to be moving around the mouse pad too much, but maybe something in CSGO you might be guys moving around, like flick shots and whatever you guys have in those FPS games, even in Quake and stuff. I'm not too sure, but this guy does pretty well for the price that I think. So yeah, that about sums up the video. Thank you guys very much for watching. Make sure you go and check out WiseTech for the latest post reviews and much more every Wednesday. I'll see you guys there at wisetech.org. But other than that, make sure you go and check out twitch.tv/Beezito for the latest streams. I try to stream every day or other day, hopefully, because we're on lockdown, and I'm able to do that for just an hour or two, because my mobile data have given 2 hours every day by 2 degrees for free. So it's able to, so I can stream off my phone, but not off OBS or anything like that, unfortunately. But it should fit well for a while until I'll be able to get back into the house and have some pretty decent internet, some gigabit internet. But right now, we're just stuck to some mobile stuff, 4G, so nothing too special about that. But I'll try to keep up my streaming schedule as much as possible. But yeah, make sure you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.